Hey Dreamers, this is Jade, and I'm back doing a little more journaling in my TV and movie journal. And here I am just documenting the show C. They came out on Apple Plus back on November 1st. However, I didn't get to it until sometime in December. I have no idea why I stuck that washi down. It gets completely covered up. But anyway, excuse me, the show C is about a dystopian future where the human race has lost its sense of sight. Society has had to find new ways to interact, build, hunt, and survive. All of that is challenged when a set of twins is born with the gift of sight. Absolutely loved this show, everything about it. It's a very interesting concept that everyone is blind, and then along comes these twins, like centuries, I don't know if it's centuries, decades maybe after everyone has lost the sense of sight, and they can see. Now, it starts off with the village that Baba Voss, he's the chieftain or warrior of leader of this village, and they are being attacked by the witch hunters. Someone in their village betrayed them and got word to the witch hunters that some strange woman had showed up pregnant. And basically, this guy was just very distrustful of it. Now, Baba Voss had taken the woman in, and he'd always wanted a family of his own. So decided that he would care for the woman. He ends up falling in love with her and decides that he is going to raise the children as his own. And so, like I said, the villager distrustful. He gets word to the witch hunters. They come, and basically the village is, this is how the show starts, is being attacked while this woman is having her babies. And now, she, unbeknownst to her, she's having twins. She has twins. And they find out that the twins have the gift of sight. They end up having to basically abandon their village and live elsewhere. And between Baba Voss, the mom, and the character Paris, played by Alfre Woodard, which was freaking brilliant. I absolutely love her. She's one of my favorites. She's so talented. They decide amongst the three of them that they will keep the information that the twins can see to themselves, so as to basically not freak out all of the other villagers, and also to keep them safe, because I'm pretty sure they suspect that someone has already betrayed them in some way. So yeah, I love. There are a few characters that I love the most. Now, if you want a little more information on this, I did do a blog post on my website, which is lilacdream.com. It'll be listed in the description box below. But Alfre Woodard, absolutely love her character. She plays Paris. You know, in these type of shows, there's always like this one person who is kind of considered the sage or the wise woman or person of the group, and that is Alfre Woodard's character. And she also kind of takes on the role of caretaker for the twins, which I love, because basically you get to see the evolution of the twins. You get to see them growing up from being infants into toddlers and so on and so forth into their teenagers. Now, whereas Baba Voss and the mom are very cautious about the twins and decide to try to keep things from them, to keep them safe, Alfre Woodard is like, no, these babies can see. This is a blessing. They can do things and explore things way beyond what we can do, and we shouldn't try to limit them. And so she encourages them to, once they're of age, to learn how to read, explore, seek adventure, learn who they are, figure out who they are. I just love her character, that she is, fearless, and even though, things have an element of danger, she understands that these kids need to understand who they are and where they come from beyond the small village that they grew up in. And one of her quotes says, and I printed out quotes on some vellum just to accent the page. One of her quotes says, "Books are in the holy shape. They are silent, and yet they speak directly into the imagination. You can burn them, but they are more powerful than fire. All the knowledge of the ancient ones are put into them." Which I love that quote, because number one, it's just true. And number two, she doesn't have the gift of sight, so she can't read the books for herself. So she's excited for the twins, that they're able to learn how to read and gain knowledge, and understand that there are things beyond this little place that they grew up in. I also absolutely love Haniwa, the girl twin, because she is She's bold, she's brave, she's courageous, she's rebellious. She wants to go out and explore and find out who she is beyond this place that they grew up. And then you have the other side, which is Kofun. He's more like his parents, more cautious, reserved, more of a rule follower, and he kind of reins Haniwa in, and it's a great balance between the two because they're kind of like on opposite ends of the spectrum, and they both have to temper and balance the other. Haniwa has to bring out the adventure in Kofun, and Kofun has to basically rein his sister in sometimes with all of her shenanigans. And I just absolutely love the relationship between the two and the balance between the two. Now, Baba Voss is such an interesting character because here's this man that wants his family, and he takes on this role as husband and father and clan chief. He has a whole lot of people he has interest in protecting, and then you actually get to learn some of his past, and it's a little darker than you would expect, considering his role. And it just, I don't know, he just shot like Jason Momoa. He knows how to pick his roles, man. I'm telling you, it's so good, such a good show. I gave it 10 out of 10. I don't know if anybody else would agree, but I mean, I don't know. A lot of people really like this show, so I am anxious for season 2. Like I think that actually, like I said, you get to see a little bit of Baba Voss's, the character, his past in this show. So I think they're actually going to end up exploring that more in season 2. Anyway, I'm rambling, and it's almost at the end. So if you guys have any comments or questions about anything, definitely leave those below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, liking and sharing. You guys are the bomb.com. As usual, any materials that I use to decorate this page, what I can link will be linked below in the description box. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and definitely hit the bell icon to get the notifications of when I post, usually Mondays and Fridays, but every now and again there will be a bonus video throughout the week. Now, that is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.